The following message is transmitted at the request of the Owasso Fire Department. At 1 a.m. local time, the Shell gas station on Main Street in Owasso has mysteriously exploded, causing a very large fire in the area. Several homes have caught on fire due to the explosion. All people in a 1-mile radius of the Shell gas station must leave their homes immediately. A shelter has been set up at the Owasso High School. Please head to the shelter or stay with a friend. This is a very dangerous situation and you must act accordingly. New information will be given when available. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. Stations may resume normal programming. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Owasso Fire Department. As of 3 a.m. the fire is still growing by unknown means. There is no evidence of arson at all. The evacuation radius has been expanded to a 6-mile radius. All buildings within 1,000 feet of the Shell gas station are now on fire. The shelter at the Owasso High School is no longer safe due to a heavy smoke cloud from the fires. Shelters are being set up in the Corunna High School in Corunna, the St. Paul Episcopal Church in Corunna, the St. Mary's Catholic Church in Durand, the North Community Center in Ovid and the Ovid LC High School in LC. Fire departments across the county have been sent to Owasso to help contain the growing blaze. The National Weather Service expects that due to the growing fire and an incoming low-pressure system, severe thunderstorms will possibly form. Please evacuate the danger zone immediately. Stay tuned to local media outlets for further information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Shiawassee County Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security. An unusual event is currently taking place. Rivers and lakes in the entire county are boiling away. Extremely hot steam is being generated. The steam has caused major burn injuries in over 110 people. At least 5 people have died. Stay away from all rivers and lakes. You put your life at risk. Everyone must stay at least 450 feet away from all bodies of water in the county. Shiawassee County has been placed under a state of emergency effective immediately and for an indefinite period of time. It is likely that a complete evacuation of the county will be issued in the next 2 days. Stay tuned for bulletins from emergency management officials. This message will repeat. The National Weather Service in Detroit Pontiac has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Shiawassee County until 9 p.m. At 7 p.m. severe thunderstorms have developed in the area. These severe thunderstorms are moving south at 8 miles per hour. Hazard: lightning, 60-mile-per-hour winds, ping-pong-sized hail and possible flooding. Source: radar indicated impact. Damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible. Unsecured light objects may become projectiles. Locations impacted include Owasso, Corunna, Durand, Perry, Ovid, Vernon, Lanesburg, Bancroft, Lennon, Byron, New Lothrop, Caledonia Charter Township. Owasso Charter Township. Precautionary and preparedness actions. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Detroit Pontiac has issued a tornado warning for Shiawassee County until 9:45 p.m. At 9:20 p.m. a confirmed tornado was located in Owasso Charter Township moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado and golf ball-sized hail. Source: Weather Spotter. Confirmed tornado impact. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain in western Owasso and downtown Owasso. Precautionary and preparedness actions. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. An earthquake warning has been issued for Shiawassee County, Genesee County, Livingston County, Saginaw County and Clinton County. Seismic tremors of up to 4.1 on the Richter scale have struck the warned areas. It is expected that a 6.9 earthquake will strike in the next 8 hours. You are advised to take cover under sturdy furniture or tables when an earthquake strikes. Remain calm and do not panic. Panicking has been shown to make a situation worse. You are advised to shut off all gas lines and disconnect electronics from outlets. Stay away from unsecured objects in your home such as shelves. If possible, run to an open field away from phone and power lines. Stay still during an earthquake to prevent injury. Stay tuned for update. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey, the Michigan Emergency Management Agency and the Shiawassee County Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security. All areas of Shiawassee County have been deemed too dangerous to stay in. This has been a result of fires, smoke, severe storms, unusually high ground temperatures, seismic tremors and the boiling of all bodies of water in the area. Everyone in the county must evacuate immediately. The evacuation is mandatory. When evacuating, only take items essential to your survival such as food, water, medical supplies, clothing and identification. Shiawassee County is under both a state of emergency and a state of martial law. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated. You will be arrested and held in detention without formal charges. Do not remain in the county. If you cannot evacuate, contact emergency services directly as 911 phone lines are being jammed. 2 phone lines have been established to assist with those who cannot evacuate. These phone numbers are as follows: 989-110-2312 and 989-612-7333. Call these numbers if you need evacuation assistance or medical services. Do not misuse these phone lines. You will be given a 20-year prison sentence and a $1 million fine. This message will repeat. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Investigation into the events in Shiawassee County and surrounding areas have shown that a geological hotspot has formed. This geological hotspot has a diameter of 60 miles wide. Scientists believe that the hotspot will erupt within the next 7 days. The odds of a global catastrophe are at 80%. Due to the high risk of an eruption, all people in a 400-mile radius of the hotspot must attempt to evacuate. Staying in the area will result in certain death. Keep in mind that the government may not be able to assist you at this time. When evacuating, only take supplies absolutely essential to your survival, such as food, water, medical supplies and clothing. Do not wait. If you cannot evacuate, prepare for the end. There will be no possible way to provide assistance. The states of Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana and Wisconsin are under a state of emergency. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated. You will be arrested. Constitutional rights have been suspended until further notice. This message will repeat. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WILX-TV. We will continue to serve the Lansing, Michigan area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Lansing area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WILX-TV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Lansing, Michigan area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WILX-TV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Lansing, Michigan area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is a global emergency. Geologists have confirmed that the hotspot in Michigan has erupted, releasing large amounts of lava and greenhouse gases into the air. A flood basalt volcanic event is currently taking place with no end in sight. Current data shows that eruptions of lava will cover a radius of up to 700 miles. These eruptions will continue to release lava in this radius. All life in the initial disaster zone will be exterminated within days. Mass ejections of carbon dioxide, methane and water vapor will cause the Earth's surface temperature to rise by 30 degrees. The amount of greenhouse gases will be significantly larger than all known flood basalt volcanic eruptions in Earth's history. Extreme storms will destroy cities worldwide. This will lead to a runaway greenhouse effect, making the Earth like the planet Venus. Official advice is as follows. Gather all loved ones, pets and possessions into one place and prepare for the end. No life will survive this disaster. Staying calm will do nothing. Do whatever you want. It does not matter. Pray to your God. Do whatever brings comfort. Suicide instructions will be broadcast on surviving internet and TV stations. The President has selected a verse from Scripture to be aired in our final days. Isaiah 40:31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. We will conclude the final activation of the emergency alert system with the last playing of the national anthem.
This is the BBC from London. The following is an emergency broadcast sent out by the Civil Contingencies Secretariat. A previously unidentified supervolcano has erupted in the Midwestern United States. The volcano is erupting large amounts of lava that is expected to cover much of the Midwestern United States. Greenhouse gases are being expelled from the volcano. These greenhouse gas emissions dwarf the amount of gases ever expelled from a volcano. The sheer amount of greenhouse gases and the debris from the fires generated by the eruption will trigger a runaway greenhouse effect. A runaway greenhouse effect rapidly traps heat from the sun as large amounts of greenhouse gases are pumped into the atmosphere. Within weeks the temperature of the planet will rise. Storms of never-before-seen power will envelop the world, polar ice caps will melt and the Earth will become like its sister planet Venus. Nothing will survive this cataclysm. The government has issued the following instructions: gather loved ones and friends together and prepare for the end. All life on Earth will be destroyed. Pray to your God or gods. You may choose suicide as an alternative option to escape a painful death. Do what makes you happy. This message will cycle for as long as possible. Stand by for the last playing of our national anthem.